Yo, yo, welcome to my block. My name is Andre Webley, and this podcast is a documentation of my life, business, and fitness, as well as giving you all some healthy tips and tricks to help you benefit with your body and mind. Are you ready? Let's go.
It's been a minute since we actually been here, and thank you all for stopping by and actually watching the video. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you for stopping and listening. Please hit the subscribe button, listen, notify, follow my ass so you can actually see what I'm doing.
What's up,
please
y'all?
and thank you. It's been a while since you've seen this, man. If you would like to introduce yourself, you could do that.
It's K to the it's just Kali. You know, I was going with that too.
Not the Izzo.
I didn't practice it. That's why I was like, oh, I bailed. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go for it.
Yeah. But today's topic is basically just it's a rehash. I don't know if you all could tell, but it's been just about a year since I've been in this place, i.e. the green screen. So
And it's bright as
the
pearly gates in here.
hell yeah, and
the whole setup.
yeah, it's one thing I don't miss is how hot it actually gets in here because of all the damn lights. You all don't know how much effort this shit actually takes to get done until you actually do it. So if you're into doing podcasts and setting up your own station, to get your shit done, one thing that I always recommend to people, start when you think about it. Because when you wait to do some shit, you're going to figure out that, this is going to take me a lot longer to actually get done. Bada boom, bada bang.
Well,
so
you just got to start, yo.
yeah, that's the main thing. Main thing.
I don't even want to bring it up. Well, I might as well since we're on here.
Yeah.
I recorded a little, it was years ago, so don't hold me to showing you this.
Not the standard.
But I recorded a song called Chef on the Block.
Uh-oh.
It was terrible.
Oh,
it was
shit.
so bad. It was supposed to be a parody, and I did it over niggas in Paris. But see, I'm innovative, so I stole my sister's closet, and she had mad clothes and shit in it, so I could muffle the sound, and I rapped into a headphone mic.
Yeah.
A headphone mic, and I was sitting in her closet with clothes and toys and shit.
Get you fucking barred.
Yo.
You gonna hear this shit.
For real. So for all the people who need extra stuff to I need this, I need it, before you start. No, just start. You don't need all that extra stuff.
Extra stuff is nice when you know what the hell you're doing. And I bought so much shit, let's say even just over the last year, that I wasn't necessarily ready to use, but I want to see how it worked. And those things fucking cost money, in terms of some of the search engines that I've used, they cost upwards of $300. So
wait, what?
yeah, $300 a month
For what?
for a search engine that allows you to
Look at the analytics and stuff.
yes, but even deeper than that. So to the point where
$100 a month.
$300 a month. But I'm also able to give that to other people as well. So it's like an enterprise kind of thing where I have like 15 people also doing this as well, because $300 a month is a lot. But I was like, I need to see what this shit is about. Right. So if I need to scale down, then I know where I need to be at. And there was just so much information and so many questions, and it was like Pandora's box. I opened up something that I wasn't ready for because I was just curious. But at the same time, it helped me organize what I was doing. Lately, I've been telling people, don't be afraid in order to move forward in terms of having success, or even just in your failures in general. So the more you fail, the clearer your picture becomes, and the easier that this thing called life is actually going to be for you. And that's just my perspective on that. So it's like it's easier said than done. Not a lot of people want to go out there and fail. But so that's
a part of it.
It's give and take.
Right now, 100%. Like, was it? that like was it last year? Was it like a year? It had to be like around the same time we did the first podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be.
That's just about a year from.
It was like October-ish. Like
I left the 4th in between the 4th and the 7th of October,
and we did a few podcasts right before you did.
Yeah, so that's like September-ish, right?
So it was fall. Yeah. It was fall, and the circle of life, yo. The circle of life. Sorry. Oh, you good?
Burps.
But yeah, like a year ago, I was at a print shop, and I wasn't making no money, but I was doing it to build clientele and learn the process of how to do it. So it's like it's almost like an apprenticeship. Like if you were like an electrician or you're doing a trade job.
Yeah.
The first couple of years, you're not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to learn how to do it properly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like how I went in doing it. So I wasn't making no money, but I definitely learned a lot and met a lot of people and made a lot of connections, which is like invaluable. And one thing that I like picked up was trust is the best currency for business, because money comes and goes.
Yeah,
but when you have somebody's trust, it's way more valuable than anything.
Yeah, like at that point, you could, when you build that trust and you establish that, or I guess you could call it rapport, right? When you do that, it's easier for that person to come back to you and know that, hey, listen, I've gotten 15 shirts from Kali over the last 2 or 3 years, and all of them has been spectacular.
Right.
You know, they all have met my standards, and it's easier for that person to buy something from you when they know the quality job that you're going to do. Right. It's just like either, I'm not a big sneaker fan, but I know when, a certain style of shoe comes out, especially when it's geared towards exercising, I know how it's going to fit to my foot, just from the basis of who's wearing it, what people are doing when they're wearing their shoe, and how they're actually performing. So some of those things might be a little bit tedious to other people, but for me, it's a little bit easier just to look at that and understand.
Right. Well, you gotta know your stuff.
Yeah.
Because, there's so many times on the topic of shoes. I went to Georgia with my cousins, and all I had was track shoes, and they were like $30. I wear size 13, and they're hard to find.
Yeah.
So I don't buy sneakers like that because it's expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was wearing track shoes playing ball. Man, our little piggies came round the side of my shoe. I went to go, my foot went this way, and my shoe popped out this way. I was like, oh no.
Not today.
No,
oh, days.
It's my favorite shoes. And this happened multiple times. Every time I go hang out with my cousins in New York, they always want ball. And I be like, I don't play basketball. Like, I
play basketball today.
I don't got no high top. I need high tops. You know what I'm saying? You need the right gear. And I never had it. And every single time I play ball with them, I come out of my shoes.
Busting out
we
the
win.
seams.
Like, whoever's on my team,
we gonna win. We
gonna win.
We going hard. I ain't busting out the seams for no reason.
Both of my feet. Both of my feet. We played like 2 or 3 games, but we won. And I was the last one to pick. I was like, why you do me like that?
Yeah, ain't shit.
Me like that. They beat the little fat kid over me, like their friend. They know him, but I'm like, brother, okay, just think about this. I'm athletic.
At
the very least,
right.
You picked your little fat friend. You want me to guard him? He's like 5'4".
It's like, you got it, bro.
You know what to
you better be good at passing.
Yo, you know what to disrespect me? And we won 3 games straight. That was like the last time I went up there with my cousin. Man. And I'm just like, if I had the right shoes, it obviously don't matter, but, I wouldn't have had sprained both of my feet.
Yeah, fuck with that. That shit definitely matters.
Bro. I was upstairs at the end of the game, sewing my shoe back together like a little Chinese lady.
It's like, oh no, I need these babies. I need these.
Fixing my glasses. I'm like, yo, this is terrible. Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I was saying, you was spot on with the whole like looking at the wavelength when you edit, because editing is
tough. It's tough.
Especially me going to a blind. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, see, that's some stuff I'm trying to get into now. Is because I've been editing my own videos for about like a year now, and I just started editing some of the music, and it's not like big editing. It's just that the website that I use.
Use free royalty free stuff.
Royalty free stuff, but I pay for it.
Oh, see,
so
you gotta find the free stuff. So
but the thing about this is, for me, I think it's if y'all checked out my last like 4 videos, I don't think anybody's heard any one of those sounds that I put out.
You get this is shout out. You was getting stuff from Fabe.
Yeah.
And he let you use it?
Yeah, this is when I first started.
But you know what? I would hit up all the local people. Like,
yeah.
Yo, can I use this song? Like, I like it.
Yeah.
Can you use this song for my podcast? And they would be stupid to say no because that's free publicity for you. Like, people gonna hear it on your stuff.
Yeah, so like, that's like the first like 20, like the first maybe like 20 episodes. You go back and you listen, and then you hear Fabian, local rapper from Springfield. He's doing the big. He's doing his thing. You know.
Look out for him, for real.
Shout out Fave. 413, you already know where to be.
Right.
That's awesome. But in terms of like the editing and the music and everything like that, it's just like the different stems in terms of the melody, the instrumental, the bass, and the drums. And I just take those and I just I listen
talking about you producing stuff?
I use somebody else's shit, like the royalty free music, but you get the. You either get to use the entire thing.
You get the track.
Entire thing. And then I use that and then I piece it together. Like, so I'll be playing, the drum first and then, like, so any one of this, I think the last one is the only sound that I pulled out that I didn't even touch. Because it was perfect. I was like, what the fuck? I can't even, like, this is doing everything that I wanted to do.
Right.
But the first 3 that I put out was just me. I took like 2 hours the first day just looking for that one song that I put out, and I was just like, this is dope. Like, this is like, I thoroughly enjoyed doing that shit. I know that's part of my business that I want to do.
And the search be rough when you looking for the right music. It be hard. You be like, nope, nope. So just be.
Yeah, that shit's a pain in the ass. So what I also started doing as well was just listen to the different stems. They call them stems in terms of like the bass, melodies, and everything like that.
That is just separate tracks for it.
Yeah. So even if I don't even like the song, I just listen to all the stems just in case.
Right. There might be some like a drum beat on there or something like.
Might be able to use that later on, somewhere down the line. So it's just it's the little things, man, and I would say that has been my biggest, I wouldn't say challenge, but it would be my biggest thing that I want to work on in terms of going forward in business life and in general, because I'm kicking myself right now because there's something that I've been wanting to do, over the last year, and I finally got to the point where I could do it. But I didn't take the necessary steps to
do it properly.
Yes, I did. I didn't look at enough stuff. I didn't spend enough time studying. But I didn't know when I was gonna get there. And then I got there. I'm like, shit.
That year to brush up on it.
Yep. And then, so what I started doing was, kept telling myself, just at least like 15 minutes a day, just look at the shit that's.
May I ask what it was?
It's emails.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Is it like
It's like writing emails.
Okay.
You subscribe to a bunch of people, right? That you think that are in your niche, and I'm putting you on game. I don't typically do this, but
man,
the podcast is about life, business, and fitness. So I'm giving y'all some business right now. Free game. So peep game, right? So, the easiest way to get on, pay somebody. But if you don't want to do that, then you have to put in the work. Now, the work is going to be balanced with paying, right? You got to work. You have to have a healthy balance of work and work for free, learning, and then paying your way. So what I did was I joined a couple of programs. I joined a coaching program, and then there's a couple of different websites that I joined just to see what they were doing because they were appealing to me just to see.
You're trying to get your feet wet.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what they're doing because they're still in the same industry, whether it's fitness, life, and business. They're still in the same industry where I want to be at, so I have to see what they're doing. So when I do subscribe to their email list, their newsletter, or buying the recipe book, now they're gonna send me. You usually gotta trade the emails, right? You gotta trade the email for something. So now they would send me emails, recipe book emails. Check out my this, that, and the other, stuff that is going to appeal to you because that's what you signed up for the person anyways. Right. So 9 times out of 10, when you buy something from somebody, that's something that resonates inside you. You just don't buy shit for no reason.
Nope.
Maybe like petty shit, but in terms
like
of
socks or like
Nike, I'm gonna buy Nike socks because homeboy had Nike socks. So that's petty shit. But when you're buying something that's going to help you move forward in life, that's a totally different kind of.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Okay,
you know what I mean?
Right.
That's
I was like petty. I'm like, everybody needs socks.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like there's context.
Right, it doesn't matter what type. You need socks.
Yeah, you need socks. Right. But like, what do you want to do to? Right. Do you need those socks or?
Right. I do need them. But there's people who will make a case like, I have to have them.
Yeah, I understand that.
I know.
But those got to be the same people who, when they get into the business, need to be like, I have to. Because if they're not, like you're, I feel like that's contradicting of yourself. Especially when you go gung ho in one area where it's just like, I need shoes, and I'm going to do everything possible to get shoes, and then you join business, and then you don't do the same thing there. It's like,
but that shows you where their priorities lie.
Yeah,
but they're worried about socks, and then they trying to like, did you sign up for that trade class? Mm-hmm. Nah, I'm just worried about my socks, bro.
Yeah, like
my sock game gotta be right.
Fresh. Yeah.
If that look at, it's nothing wrong with buying socks. But
we all love socks for
Christmas. If you're not feeding your kids because you're buying socks, you gotta realign yourself.
At least buy them socks.
Right. Everybody needs socks. Get them some socks. I mean, you can buy them a sandwich, but Daddy, I'm sick of all these socks.
They only have white. Can't afford the black ones. So you don't
have
dirty.
A washer and dryer. It don't matter. I just buy some more socks. Kid in the back making a sock sandwich. Like trying.
All right.
See, this is the banter we be. Never mind. Go ahead.
This is just funny shit. So if you ever do feel offended, please don't feel offended. Don't take yourself more seriously than we were taking each other. So it's just your opinion.
Like, this is freedom of speech. I believe in that heavily. I don't care what you say, as long as you're not like hurting anybody. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like if I say, I'm about to stab Dre right now, and I still sit in this chair and say, I'm gonna stab Dre right now, and I don't do it.
Yeah, you still say it.
I can keep saying it.
So yeah, it might make you feel uncomfortable, but that's life. But spinning back into doing the newsletters, and for me was the biggest thing that I've taken away from that is, even if I would just spend like I said before, 15 minutes every day just looking at those emails and just understanding how an email could be properly written to somebody who's going to be attracted to like the whole subject in general. Right. You know what I mean? So if it's motherfucker was writing me daily about these chips, and I was just like, every day I seen them, and I'm Lay's or Doritos, whatever the case may be, and I make chips, and I'm just like, whatever made me buy their chip, I need to make sure I'm doing that for my customers. Right. You know what I mean? Because there's a certain kind of word, there's certain words and certain shit that you can say to people that will make it more appealing to them. And if it's just like, if I was just like, I walked up to you and I'm in fitness and I was like, yo, you're fat, you need to lose weight.
Ooh, that's
right.
Like, I'm not going with you. I don't care what you say.
Right. That's just why would I say that to somebody? You know what I mean? Right. Why would I say that in the email like that?
Well, you might have to just try it out, see if it works.
No, I mean,
come back like, nah, bro, it didn't work.
I know for a fact calling people out on their shit does not work because it's at people.
Unless you're a lawyer.
Oh, I got something. We'll be right back. And that's the end of the podcast. Thank you all for listening and watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with our newest content that's coming out.
If nobody's told you this within the last week, within the last 48 hours, within the last day, I'm going to let you know right now. I love you. Be safe, be great, and amazing. Remember this one thing. You are built for this. I'll see you all later. Peace.